Hello, everyone. My name is Pauline Janes, the best solution for your business English. Yes. And today the life will be English for the most part, but I will swing from English to Portuguese in certain points that I know, not that I believe, that I know they are very important. But before that, follow me in all social medias. I am on Instagram, I am on LinkedIn, I am on YouTube. I do those free lives for you every Tuesday of the month. And they are related to the corporate settings. I can do meetings all in English, like I'm doing today. I can do meetings that I just speak specific words or certain things in English. I can do lives like all in Portuguese and I can switch around them because for me it's not a problem to switch and you can play your brain with them. But one of the things that is important is you to show presence. Exactly. Keep that in mind. Like how to show presence, how to show presence in a meeting. And one of the things that is extremely important for you, for people around you, and for your team members because you need to perceive one thing that is crucial. It's like the air that you breathe. People will get inspired by your actions. People will get inspired by your actions. Whatever if your action is positive, whatever if your action is neutral, or finally if your actions are like a douchebag, like an asshole. They will get inspired. So make sure you make a good impression. Sometimes I know, teacher, but if how about if sometimes like I cannot help my tongue? No problem. However, you need to imprint your personality during your meetings, during people, when you speak in people, when you speak like with a friend, when you speak like in front of the big bosses, when you're going to present something important, you need to start practicing. First of all, by yourself. Because if you don't practice by yourself, you will always be like this I need to train, I need to train, I need to train, I need to train. So get this part of the mode out of, cross it out, cross it out. Cross it out, faz X nisso. Cross it out. Cross it out means faça X. Cross it out really bad behaviors that you may have. Cross it out certain standards that you may have in life. And that way you will live absolutely better. So today I'm going to talk to you for Q's, Cues, Cues, e não é o que vocês estão pensando. Cues for tips that will be very important for you, for your self-esteem. That way you can list, you can think, you can digest all this information, and the outcome of it will be very positive for you, for your presentation or anything you're looking for. By the way, in all this presentation, you can scan the QR code and you have access to me directly and you can see all my services, all my products, where I am on social media. I have been like pet training almost 600 Brazilian professionals so far up to this day. And I'm very excited to show that when you show presence in a meeting, you can never go unprepared. For you who is here on YouTube, you are seeing it. Never go unprepared. Never go unprepared unless it's a last minute meeting. So I want you to grab another piece of paper and I want you to write like this. Prepared, and one to the left and then to the right, unprepared. I wanted to write in a piece of paper. Prepared and unprepared, prepared and unprepared. This will be very good for you. Prepared and unprepared. Teacher, if I am prepared, what I'm gonna do? Very good, you're not gonna have a problem, but make sure, first of all, bring a script, do a paper, write it down your thoughts, write it down your thoughts. Escreve, Pessoas que vão preparadas, elas se preparam. They prepare, they write the script. A propósito, essa parte eu vou falar até português. As pessoas que elas elas compram algum serviço este mês, ganham essa caderneta Hello Everyone da minha empresa, hein, gente? Não se esqueça disso. Hello Everyone. E, by the way, quando você pensa na Teacher Paulina, você pensa o quê? Oi, teacher. Não, você pensa no Hello Everyone. Você pensa no amarelinho, que é minha identidade visual. So, the impression you wanna make people think about you will be the impression that people will have on you. So, continuing here. So, you're going to write in the paper, prepare and unprepare. If you are prepared, good. Take your script, and the chances of your mind going blank, it's very minimum. But if you go blank, that can happen. I will go blank. What I do, you can have first a sip of water. Also, you can say, can we move to the next topic? Or the most natural thing saying, hey, my mind just went blank. Do you mind if someone jump in and help me on this? That's it. Now, a lot of people ask, teacher, what if it's a last minute meeting? E se der reunião de última hora, como é que eu vou me preparar? Very good. Oratory pillars. I have classes like this because I did course last year. I did more than 40 hours of course of oratory pillars. So when with one of the bases that I'm gonna give it for free here for you, it's like if you are caught by last minute with a meeting, with a last minute call, or with a crisis room, you need to think on the objective of the situation, what are the risks, and what do you need to deliver. That's all. You cut the introduction, you try to remain more calm because you're going to be nervous. Even the big people, the CEOs, the directors, the operational people, they will show they are super confident, but inside out, they are not that confident because it's a last minute thing. But if you are unprepared, go back again, take your paper here, and you're going to write. You need to think. Focus of it, of the problem or the gap. E para as pessoas que fazem aula comigo, sabe que gap não é problema, hein? É lacuna que pode ser resolvida ou não. One more tip for you. And then if you go unprepared, you have to deliver. You need to assign designated people and you need just to deliver the risk and saying the conclusion of it. You will cut all the introduction, all the parts. Second one, speaking with confidence. And confidence has nothing about of being like with a good makeup, of being well. All this, it's a part that is wrapped like with a ribbon, with a gold ribbon on it, on a gift. This is good. When you buy something that you like, you feel good, right? You feel good with the products and services. But speaking with confidence, it's like using your hand gestures. Look what I'm doing here. I'm using a lot my non-verbal communication. First, using your hand gestures. Also, you will give space to people. And throughout the time of your presentation, you are going to showcase that you are understanding the psychological part of each one of your audience because people are not the same. You can have the dominator boss, you can have the micromanager boss, you can have the critic and the passive aggressive. What are you going to do? You're going to cry? Obviously, no, you can't cry. You're gonna run away? Yes, I know what you're thinking. Sometimes we feel like running away, but throughout time, we need to know that we need to get by because we need to foster better work environment. And that people will be inside of the corporate settings, outside of the corporate settings, and believe me, one other thing that is crucial. This part I'm going to speak in Portuguese and English. Crucial, hein, gente? As 9 leis da física. O que tem a ver o CU, acento circunflexo, pode falar isso? Com as calças. Tudo. Eu ensino as 9 leis da física para quem é meu aluno. O que tem a ver? What it has to do with it, teacher? Nothing to do. Anota isso. A partir do momento Uma das leis da física que se chama escolha. You have a choice. Can you see it here? People on Instagram and people on LinkedIn, write it down in this piece of paper. Choice. Choice. One of the physics, there are 9 rules in physics. Physics. It's called choice. That means that everything it's optional. So if you have time and you go underprepared, you don't prepare, and even when you had time, it's your fault. If you don't speak your confidence with confidence during that meeting, and you always say, oh, but my English is not good, oh, but I was caught the last minute, the problem is not people that are making you feel uncomfortable and awkward. The problem is yours. So it's your choice to change this narrative. It is your choice to accept this standard in your mind and change it, not in one day. You woke up and you're like, oh, I'm good. Now I have superpowers. No, you work on it. You work on it constantly. There are studies that were made that is called the bad apple effect. And the bad apple effect goes to the illusion if you have a person that works concurrently with you and that person it's negative all the time, the productivity of people will go down by 40%. Tem estudos que foram feitos que se falam que chama the bad apple effect, a fruta podre, né? Que se você está do lado de uma pessoa que intencionalmente ela é negativa, ela é improdutiva, toda a equipe ao seu entorno vai ficar 40% menos produtiva. So, watch out. It's always on you. It's always your choice to make this choice. Where do I want to go? Where I'm here? And what were my past standards? If you think about it, past is past, present, and future is future. But at the end, everything it's your choice. Everything is your choice. So, wrapping it all up like here, never go unprepared. Number 2, speak with confidence. And for those who are here on YouTube, engage with the audience, talk with the audience, talk like this. If you have any questions, just let me know at the end. You can interrupt me at any time of my presentation or like mine, like here. Look at this. Look at this. Guys, at the end of this YouTube, you can send me a DM, you can send me a private message or a WhatsApp, or you can go to my link of bio or scan this WhatsApp that is here on this presentation, and you can see all my products and services that I sell. In fact, are not products, they are services. And the outcome, it's amazing. Engage with your audience. Make your audience like you. But first, you have the choice to show likable and not likable. Se você não é gostável, as pessoas não vão gostar de você. It seems obvious. People like to hear the obvious. I like to hear the obvious. But sometimes when you know that it's proven fact that you need to show more than the obvious, then you stand up and you shine among your crowd. Don't forget that. And never, I know it's hard. I know. I have been on your shoes. But luckily, I never really explode to say, go fuck yourself, go this, that, that. No, 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 no. I never got this point. I got really nervous sometimes, but try your best. Never overreact. Never get physical. Try to avoid using like swear words at a low level, low scale of words, not even under pressure. When you are under pressure, if you can, just leave the room is best. And then you're gonna say, okay, I had enough. I'm gonna think and I will talk to you tomorrow. Or you're just going to be quiet. There is a lot of wisdom with you being quiet. And this is what Buddhism brought it for me inside out. Sometimes instead of discussing like I used to discuss in the past, like I mentioned before, I never got to the point that I said to a person, oh, go FUCK yourself. Never ever did that. But I got close. But right now, what I do when someone tries to insult me or do something, I just be quiet. The silent treatment, because it gives the space to the other person to think on their action that you're not overreacting under them. Again, primeira lei da física. Escolha. It's your choice. It's always your choice. Because doing meetings are not a problem. It's not a problem at all. It's easy. It is easy. Ah, for you, teacher, só para você. Não. However, the way you run them is the way you should do, because when you know, when you understand your audience, when you know the people around you, you know if you're going to be with a more playful meeting, if you're going to be more quiet, or if you're going to be more serious. And this is crucial for you when you have time to prepare. Now, if you don't have time to prepare, remember this piece of paper that you draw it when you go prepare and unprepare. If you are unprepared, it's safer é mais seguro, it is safer for you to be neutral. For you to be neutral. And of course, I read a lot, but I brought a part of my Kindle. This one I did not buy the book, but I got my Kindle. I prefer, I have my preferences, when I buy books, when I buy physical books, because I love touching it. Likeable badass. Likeable badass, como uma fodástica. That's what it means. Likeable badass. Read it if you want, you buy it. Otherwise, you can read on Kindle. And I want to read a part of it that is really inspirational. Look, your confidence and presence when you feel that your confidence and presence are not enough for you, people are not going to believe your idea. Likeable, badass. And don't ever forget the power that you have of the choice. It's always on you. Nobody will choose something over you. Nobody will choose for you. And what people can do is to choose with you. When you work concurrently, when you work at the same place, when you show a good presence in people, then you are in a much better place. Nos vemos a próxima semana. And for people that are here next week, class, oh, next week we're not gonna have the live because it's the last Tuesday of the month. Yes, I'm gonna see you in February. Mas eu tenho uma coisa para contar a vocês. Tem novidade vindo, hein? Tem novidade vindo e é tudo bom para vocês. Se vocês gostam de alguma coisa importante para a tua vida, escolham, façam as escolhas e entenda as leis da física. Pode dar um Google, pode dar um chat GPT, mas eu tenho uma aula exclusiva para essa, só para os executivos. Leis da física, as novas leis da física. Never forget, bye now. See you in 2 more Tuesdays on this wonderful free class. Bye now.